Ladies and gentlemen, karibuni sana kwenye kipindi cha Upishi Bora. Jina langu ni Maureen Wanjiru. It's a new episode that means a new dish and we are going to make your weekend to be exciting by baking. Kwa hiyo inamaanisha kwamba we are doing baking. Na si kwa peke yangu, so unajua hivyo. We have our guest today. Ta-da! Drums roaring. Karibu sana.
Thank you sana.
You may introduce yourself.
Hi everybody. My names are Emily Mwema. Emily Mwema is a baker. I am also a cook. I make very beautiful, delicious cakes. Karibuni sana, and thank you all this crew for visiting us today. Thank you.
So leo umeamua tunatengeneza cake gani?
Today I'm making you my favorite cake. A mix of blueberry and black forest. Yes.
Okay, for mine, my favorite is red velvet.
Red velvet.
Yes, but you're going to go with yours.
Thank you.
So, where do we start?
So, we are going to bake our cake.
Yes.
We have prepared a number of things that you're going to do. Even in baking, we have something called pre-prep, where you prepare your ingredients in advance. Okay? So, for this session, I'm going to do a blueberry cake.
Yes.
Okay? Once I do a blueberry cake, I will, as we do the next session, I will do both blue and black for our decorating purposes. Okay. So for our pre-prep, I already have my margarine and sugar weighed and prepared in our mixing bowl or basin. You are free to use a mixing bowl or basin. We have a hand mixer, which is this. Okay.
Yes.
Then here we have our eggs. I have already separated our egg yolks and egg whites. Okay. Then we have our blueberry filling. Okay. Then we have our flavoring. We have our milk. And then we have our flour already weighed. And it also has, yes, we have sieved it together with baking powder. So that is what we need. And then my baking things are already prepared. We're going to start. We call it the creaming method. So we can just switch it on. We make the blueberry cake using the creaming method. And the creaming method already has the margarine and the sugar. Okay? Use a high speed. So we want to cream it until it's white and fluffy. Remember, margarine is yellow in color, or cream is in color. You only know it's ready when it's white. So we will be patient. This takes a little bit of time. Like some 20 minutes to be ready. Yes. It has to turn white. Yes. If it doesn't turn white, your cake will not have the right quality. Okay? Yes.
Yes.
a very nice quality. When you do that, you keep scrapping it up, scrap down, so that every mixture.
So that take 20 minutes.
Yes, 20 minutes.
And it turn white.
Yes, you can see we're already heading there. Okay. Okay.
Well, I'm not a good student, you tell me. Continue.
Okay. Once that is done, cream it down again. Now we want to begin adding all the other ingredients. Okay.
So
here we have our blueberry filling.
So he husaidia nini kwa keki? Maybe
it brings out the flavor, because that's why we are calling it blueberry. So some people can decide to use the real fruits, the blueberry. Others can decide just to do the flavoring. Okay? Because I love it rich, I love it nice, I love it classic.
Wow.
Classic. Yeah. Wincer
that?
Cake House, you get the classic. This is now the flavoring. Yes. Just to bring out the flavor more. Okay.
So hapa kwa Wincer Cake House ni ndio mambo yote.
Mambo yote. I'm telling you, when you eat our cake, unaonja huko unasikia hapana. Ya Wincer.
Acha niende Wincer Cake House.
Mambo yote. So we do that.
Mtazamaji, umesikia kwamba I'm a good student.
You are a good student.
Yes.
So I want to add this.
What's
this
this?
Is just flavoring still. We call it the blueberry aroma.
Oh.
Yes. Or a richer flavoring, okay? Yes.
Wow.
Just to bring.
Yeah, but they hata ina.
Nasikia karufu katamu.
Yeah. Mtazamaji, najua huwezi hawezi kufikia ukiwa home.
So once you do that, you're going to cream it, mix it up. Remember, here we have separated the yolks and the whites. Yeah, you can see that. Yes.
So hapa ni ile una all of it on one
by one.
How do you do that? Oh my god. As I move.
We got no problem. Once you are here, always put aside everything that you have used. Now we are left with the egg yolks that will come last.
Yeah.
Then we have our milk, which is already weighed. And then we have our flour. So when we come into the flour and the milk, we shall be alternating.
Okay.
You add your flour, you alternate with your milk. Okay?
Oh, okay.
That is what we call alternating. Okay?
Yeah.
You can use your spatula, you can use a wooden spoon, you can use a metallic spoon. Okay? Yeah. So you add both in bits. Why do you add in bits? So that your flour does not become heavy. Yes, it leaves you with a very nice crumbly quality of cake. Yes.
So hawa jani yako imekuwa aje, like lazima kila mtu uanzie mahali. So si ati tumekuja tu kaanza na biashara hii kubwa hivi. You are blessed. I can see that.
Amen. Thank you. Thank you. My journey has not been easy. It goes down so many years, some 20 years ago.
Yeah.
But I loved baking from when I was a young girl. My first wedding cake I baked in Form 2.
Wow.
with no knowledge. But my mom used to bake a lot. My mom is good with hands.
Yes.
She used to bake, she used to cook. So I think I picked that from her. And I loved baking from then henceforth.
Yes.
Okay? So that came along when I finished my high school. I knew straight away I wanted to do catering.
Okay.
But what I didn't know that there was something specific called cake baking and decoration. So I did my catering for 3 good years.
Yes.
Okay, I finished, and then I used to wonder how come I cannot still decorate such cakes that I see beautiful. So I had to go and train again. Okay,
Yes.
from a lady who trained me how to bake and decorate. And from there henceforth, I officially entered the baking industry some 15 years ago. Yeah, so I am good. I have good knowledge in baking and decoration. But I started from the house.
Okay.
I tell people, do not wait. To see such a place, it has taken me years to build. I started from the house, and it was never easy. I started from one cake, giving a relative, a friend has a birthday like that, and that is how I grew. To a point where now, people know Wincer Cake House. You say Wincer, and they recognize who is Wincer. So the journey is not easy. Those who are coming into the journey, be patient. Know that it is one step at a time.
Yes.
Do your thing, do it well. You will grow. That is my take.
So wakati unaangalia kenye unafanya ama venye uko na hii business, unasema wow. Enyewe hapa ni Mungu, like kuna kitu yenye you are so proud of.
I am so proud of myself. I always tell God, and I tell people, God gave us skills for a reason and talents for a reason. Mungu hakuwa ati ajui. I always tell people, you come here, you want to bake a ice cream, is it your passion? Because even when we train people, you can already tell who will go far and who will just
Yes.
who will not move far. You can already tell who is being pushed because they don't know what they want to do. So this is passion, okay? And God grows your passion. You just go to God and ask, what can I do? What can I do with this talent that you gave me? And He makes it work for you. So it does work. Yes.
So mtazamaji, you can see how it looks like kwa hivyo. So venye tumechanganya vitu zetu zote kwa hivyo. So isikuwe hard.
No, it should not be hard. This is a soft, spongy cake.
Yeah.
It should be soft. Okay. Now we are going to the last bit, where now we whisk our egg whites, okay, until they stand in firm peaks. Okay. You must be wondering how is that possible? From liquid to firm peaks. Okay. So that this is the last step. We have it there, then we bake it. Yes. So we whisk our egg whites. Doesn't take long. Can see it coming to me, the baking is fun. It is fun. Oh, like me? I'm telling you, when I'm feeling low, I love myself. I work. And sometimes you work until 3 in the morning. Yes, there's a time we are busy, we work until 3. You just sleep 1 hour, come back at 8. You go in shift. Yeah. So if you're doing what you love, you can see? Yeah. So how will you know it's ready? When you lift it up, they should stand in peaks. These are like the mountain peaks.
Oh.
So that's when you know it is ready.
Ready.
So.
Yeah.
So this is ready for us. If it doesn't stand in peaks, it is not ready. So then you just come.
Yeah.
Pour it all here.
So ametuambia baking ni kitu unaweza, it's a way of to relieve stress, it's fun.
It's fun.
Anasema anaenjoy sana kufanya this kind of work.
I enjoy this kind of work, and it is something that I'll do whether it brings money or not.
Yeah.
Yes. It is something that I'll do whether there is money in it or not. Yes, it blesses me a lot. And by the way, I use my baking to bless people a lot. I am a blesser.
Wow. Thank God for that.
I am a blesser.
So maybe watu kama children's home, you give them care?
Yes, I have my community service that I do as well. Like I have a children's home that I support. Elroy Children's Home, I must say, that children's home, they bless me a lot. You know, they are such wonderful kids. When you take to them kids, the kind of prayer they make.
Hata unabarikiwa.
Unabarikiwa. And now I have come to know you because of Elroy.
Yes,
see?
True.
So it is good that, you know, God says He will bless you to a point that you will overflow with those blessings to be a blessing to others. Yes. So me, I believe this is God given, and even God wants me to be a blessing to others through it. Yeah. So I'm grateful to God.
Wow.
Yes.
So what is the hardest thing? Yani ukibake tu unasema hii. Hii sasa nimemaliza. Wow. You are like acha nikae chini kidogo like 5 minutes.
Kuna ile tu. Kuna ile unamalizanga unatafuta huku iko wapi urarue kwa maana umeidit.
Yes, ilikuwa a big challenge.
Yes. What happens sometimes? Unajua siku hizi watu wako on internet, okay? People get designs and then they just forward for you to do. They don't know whether you can manage or not.
Yes.
Okay? Yeah. So we want to weigh our cake.
Or like prepuma.
Yes, okay. We have to weigh it out.
Oh, and already usha dust.
I have dusted, I have greased and dusted.
Oh, greased and dusted. So why do you do that?
So that the cake does not stick on the tin. Okay. You have to grease it well, and sometimes you can also use a grease proof paper to line your tin. Okay? Yes. So you're not using grease proof. I'm used to just greasing and dusting. So I weigh my tin so that I know what weight it is. So our tin is 400 grams. So I want to divide this equally in those tins so that I work out my baking time, same for both of them. If I put one more and one less, the baking time will differ. Okay. So it's important to have the same amount for both of them, so that at 40 minutes the two cakes are ready.
So sasa kama mtu mwenye home hana hiki kitu, how do you go about
I tell guys hakuna kubake. Ndio unaona kuna watu wanapika ugali. Ati wakiambiwa measuring cup wanachukua kikombe ya chai. Sasa wengine wanakunywa chai kwa mug. Wengine wanakunywa chai kombe ndogo. So which one is the cup? So me I tell people, if you want to get into baking, hakuna cha kuweigh na vikombe na sijui containers za margarine. Buy yourself a weighing scale. Okay.
So what was pike ugali?
Msipike ugali. If you want good cake, you have to invest. Yes, nothing comes easy. Or else utakuwa unapikia customer ugali.
Yeah.
So yes. Now this is good enough. So
so if I move it, it can move.
Our ovens are already preheated to 180 degrees.
Yes.
So we are heading to the oven.
Okay.
Yes. And the ovens are many. You can do the small oven, the commercial ovens. So I'll just put this in the commercial ovens.
Mtazamaji, wakati sasa tunaweka our cake pale kwa oven, tutachukua mapumziko kidogo tu, then we'll be right back tukunywa maji. Na tukikunywa tu maji, make sure that umesubscribe to our YouTube channel pale Mwangaza TV Kenya, na Facebook you like. We'll be right back, usiondoke. Welcome back mtazamaji wa runinga ya Mwangaza. Tunasema kwamba si bora upishi ni upishi bora, na tuna make blueberry cake na tuko Wincer Cake House. Ndio mambo yote, right?
Very right.
Yeah, na our cake is ready. Tulikuwa tumeiweka kwa oven and it is ready. So it will take 40 minutes.
Yes, took 40 minutes. And from what you can see, it is well cooked.
Yes.
It's risen. There are cakes that you will get from the oven and they are sunk.
Yes.
But this one was well done. So we want to begin the decoration part of it. Before I get into the cake, there are things that we prepare. As I told you, they're pre-preps. that you're going to need.
Yes.
We are going to, this cake is a soft cake, so you're going to use the fresh cream or the whipped cream to ice it. So I have my cream already whipped. Okay. Then I have my blueberry filling. Of course, I told you it's a blueberry, a mix of blueberry and black forest and other fillings. Then for the finishing, I have prepared my chocolate balls, and they are here in the colors that you choose. And somebody might be wondering, how do I make them? Okay, the chocolate they are prepared earlier by melting your chocolate in an electric chocolate melting pot. This is an electric chocolate melting pot. So this one isn't your work, but if you don't have it, you do it the manual way. You just preheat your chocolate in microwave, or you double cook in your gas cooker, and you still get the same results. Okay. Then we also have the items that I'm going to use in finishing of my cakes. These are edible leaves. Some have already been brushed in gold, others are in white, others are in blue.
So ni ile color unataka?
The colors that you want. It depends what are you working, for what occasion are you decorating your cake, and what colors your client needs. Okay. So
leo umetoa, you threw it away?
No, in cake shop there is no throwing away.
Okay.
Yes, these ones we sell them out very well. There are children who love them. Yes, so we call them the cake cut-offs. Okay. So we'll just level our cakes.
So kwa kitchen hakuna throw anything like?
No.
We make use of kila kitu.
We make use. We can even use them to make the chocolate balls. So I'll level all my cakes.
So do you love kubake na watoi wako kitu kama hiyo?
I'm telling you, I'm blessed with a son. I call him the miracle baby. He came 15 years. But this boy is passionate about cooking.
Oh,
he can
after 15 years?
Of course, of marriage. That is a story for another day.
Yes.
But God knew that I needed somebody to take over. So this boy is passionate about baking. He's passionate about cooking. He can already make mandas and chapatis. And guess how old? He's 5.
5?
He makes chapatis. And he loves baking. When he comes here, he's all over. I've made him a chef's jacket like me. I almost carried him today, but I say that he's for another day. So
True.
I spared him that. So our cake is ready. It is moist and soft. So I'll begin by placing my whipping cream.
Kuna kuanga na secret ya kukata hiki tu umeilevel tu vizuri.
Experience. I told you, Wincer has wealth of experience. Yeah. Ningekupatia yenyewe ungeitoa kumbo.
Ngeenda hivi.
So, this one I always say put as much as you want or as little as you want. Lakini mimi unasema utamu wa hizi keki ni cream. Okay? So me, I love to taste. I love to eat my cream.
So what next after to make our cream?
So we have put our whipped cream. We put our blueberry. And then I also love when there is that taste of blueberry. So, kisha fanya hivyo, you take your palette knife and just spread it. Spread it so that everybody can taste it. If you don't spread it, somebody might cut a piece without that flavor. So watashangaa anakula nini na wengine wanakula blueberry. Sawa sawa.
So hii pastille yetu umeweka hii cake ya kwanza hii chini ni made of
blueberry. Yes.
Okay, and
now I want to also mix it up with our black forest. Okay.
Okay.
I love it. The cocktail mix gives you variety of flavors. When you eat it up, very nice. Okay. Rather than just eating one flavor, mix it up. Okay. Once you do that, another layer of cream. Okay.
Yeah. So do you have students? Maybe you do train?
I train students. I train people who are looking forward to starting their own businesses. I also train students who come from other institutions, who realize after training they haven't gotten the exact thing that they want.
Yes.
Then when they come here, the good thing about Wincer Cake House, we are hands-on. It's not only about certificates. Hiyo ni karatasi.
So what's that?
This is a strawberry flavor. Okay. If you like, you can put the strawberry, the fresh strawberries or the flavor. Okay, so I'm putting the flavor. Then I line it again with this layer.
Oh, it's
You're already salivating, yeah?
Yeah.
It's very nice.
So how long does it take? Can I try?
Yes, please try.
Okay. So
our training, as you asked,
it's so hard.
It really. You can add more, but you're doing it well. Yeah. Feel free. You have it under your command and authority. You tell it to go that way, it will go. So, yeah, so feel free. You see? Just like that. You've done it well. Then you can also put this. Let me hold that for you.
Okay, so a portion.
Yeah, you'll spread it, so no worries. I'm just going to trim down the sides. You can see they're not leveled because I was getting cakes from different tins. So you have to trim it so that when you begin decorating, there are no parts that are protruding out zingine ndani. Okay?
Tumemba kuna kutupa kitu, so hizi za kuuza tu.
Kwanza wewe ukipata hii uko na cream hivi utatupa kweli?
Hawezi.
Kuna kutupa.
So this for leveling.
Yes. So you just level it.
Tunawaambia kwamba si kila place watapata hizi cakes for surprise mtu. Ni tu hapa Wincer Cake House.
Angalia hiyo Rolex tuliunda, tunawaonyesha wakimaliza.
Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a Valentine cake. No. Watu wanangojea siku ya mapenzi hapana.
Hapana.
Mapenzi, God said love each other every day.
True.
So we give you that opportunity. So that cake is ready.
So hata neatness ni kitu cha maana sana.
It is important to keep neat.
So mtazamaji, you can see our cake. Wow.
So now we just want to begin the finishing part of it. Then now, remember I had prepared some things here.
Yes. So hii unakuanga umechanganya nini na nini?
Sorry?
For this one?
This is just fresh cream.
Okay.
That is whipped in advance. Okay? Fresh cream ni kama maziwa tu. But when you whip it, it becomes firm.
Okay.
Okay? So, I'm going to begin by just...
Ooh, you're so accurate. I'm telling you.
I think so.
Wow.
So you're just going to do this.
So unataka iende hadi juu?
Yes, I'll do it in different layers of white and blue. So the blue will be down, then the white will be up. Okay. Different designs, some you have never tried, but that is when you do it and you realize you have done something. So if you are not somebody who learns throughout,
So pia hiyo sasa ina
now I'm
tunakaa tuko na tu bumps
yes,
so ina straighten.
Yes. Now I'm just smoothening the cake.
Pengine kuna client alikuja akakupea akwambie decorate cake hivi and you're like wow.
Yes.
Hiyo so many challenge.
Some of them you see, but I always say something. With God, I always tell God, you gave me the ability. Nothing is impossible. Yes. So far God has been faithful.
Yes.
I pull off. Unajuanga ile unasikianga what I gave versus what I received. Most of my clients have been happy with my work. When they give me a design, I pull it off. Yes. So it's not an easy thing. Without that desire, some of them, in fact, when you give me something that I cannot make, I don't sleep. I research, I try it out.
So unajua ukitengeneza keki hainanga ile like unajua tuko shule you late with a pencil you can rub. Sasa hiyo ukishaanza or maybe pengine umekosea hapa.
Yeah, I hear you. If you are a professional, you know how to go about those. Okay. Yeah, you know how to correct something that is wrong, such that it cannot even be seen, and nobody will know that something went wrong.
Yes.
Yeah. So tena hiyo inakuja with your experience, eh? Yeah. Kuna zile zitaribika, you correct them na ijulikane tu hapa kulienda kubaya.
True. So uwe unazimekaje?
I melt them first, okay? I melt them, then I use the chocolate mold. That is what we call the chocolate mold. Once I use the chocolate mold, I refrigerate. Then I remove each chocolate, and now I join them together. Okay? So please just help me out. Just give me one at a time.
Also unataka
different colors. Yes.
Does it have challenges?
It has challenges. Every job has a challenge. Yes. Sometimes a client can bring you a design, okay?
Yeah.
And you pull it off to the best of your ability, okay? And you work on it, and you work on it, and you work on it. And then the client will feel, oh no. No, and that time everybody is coming and saying, wow, wow. So there are people who, their tastes, such challenges arise. But because you know you pulled your best, okay? And the client can see everybody is admiring that cake, you just pull it off and the client understands and you did your best. So
umetengeneza, wow, this is going to be a surprise for them. Usitan kwanza. This is going to be a surprise for them.
We hide it.
We hide it. We hide it. Mtazamaji, we hide it. So she like, oh my god, I'm so excited, like ni mimi sasa hata mimi ameni surprise. So ushaitengeneza keki mtu anakosa like kuibai.
That's another challenge. You know, when we tell clients pay in advance, others feel, oh, just make, but you know me, when I come, I'll pay everything. Then you pay, you make, you sweat here, and then the client says, oh, nimepatikana na msiba, I'm not able to come. I'm not able to come and all that. So those are challenges.
Okay.
When we try to tell the clients, it's very important because once you leave your money somewhere, you will surely come for it. So those are challenges. Some clients pick your cake, I'm paying you, and then they pay to pay. Yeah, but we are a bit strict on that. We are learning. We try to be strict so that every client pays. But majority of the clients are good.
Ndio kuna mtu anashindwa, hey Maureen, umesmile sana. So we surprise them.
We can surprise them now.
Okay. In 3, 2, 1. Wow. There we go. Mtazamaji wa Mwangaza TV. That is how we appreciate you for watching Mwangaza and watching Upishi Bora na kuwatch episodes zote. You have really surprised me. I didn't know that. So niko surprised kama mtazamaji. It's so beautiful.
I have a student whom I trained. I trained several and I only pick the best. Of course the best for Wincer.
Yes.
Any other person, take the rest.
True.
So her name is Zipporah.
Yes. Karibu sana.
Asante. My name is Zipporah. I've trained in Wincer. Wincer has been the best. Earlier, I trained in another school, but I never got the experience I have gotten in Wincer. That experience has made me get a job opportunity in Wincer. Wincer is the best.
So unaweza tuambia the types of cakes that una bake?
Yes. As I was saying, here we have different types of cakes. We have the custom made cakes. Like now what you see here is a custom made. This was for a client. We were doing a sample of a Rolex gift pack, and this is edible, it is cake. We have wedding cakes, different designs. Customers come with all their designs. Unless they don't have, then we share, and from there we talk from simple to sophisticated. And then we have birthday cakes for grown-ups, for children, and those are also vast. There are very many, so it depends on what you have. And then simple cakes, we also have what we call simple cakes. So it depends on what you want, where your budget is. And then we have things like the edible baby shoes, which we also make here. We have the sugar flowers, which we also make here. So at Wincer Cake, you can be assured of quality. Everything we do is done within.
So we are all going to... Okay. So shall I cut up?
Yes, we have cut a piece of it from here.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, get a big chunk. Don't be afraid. You have the best. Let me see if it is true.
Now you have made me to love this. This is your favorite.
My favorite, blueberry.
Blueberry. Hey, so mtazamaji, you're supposed to ukuje tu hapa Wincer Cake House. Ndio mambo yote sasa hiyo nishaweka tika 100%. Hapa kuna hata I can give 101%.
Yes. Thank you, Maureen.
Umeona venye ametu surprise. So unaweza peana maybe like venye watu unaweza kureach.
Yes. Yes. My fellow viewers, once again, as I told you, Wincer Cake House is located at Donholm, Harambee Estate. You can get us in our social handles. We are there on Facebook as Wincer Cake House. We are on YouTube, Wincer Cake. We are on IG, Wincer Cakes. We are on TikTok, Wincer Cakes. Our telephone number is 0722 632717. Why do you need our number? I train. I do wedding cakes, I do custom made cakes, I do every cake that will make your day memorable. Reach us 0722 632717. Thank you.
So mtazamaji, ikifikia ni hapo, hatuna kitu kingine ya kuongeza, and I have tasted the cake na ametuma sasa ni shift from red velvet to blueberry. It's spongy, iko tu sawa, and then soft. Yes, you're going to love this. Mtazamaji wa runinga ya Mwangaza, ikifikia hapo hata mimi sina wazi za kuongezea, hadi wakati mwingine ambapo tunapatana in another cool and fun episode. Kumbuka ya kwamba si bora upishi ni upishi bora. Hapa ni Mwangaza TV. Make sure that umesubscribe to our YouTube channel, and ukisubscribe pia kumbuka ya kwamba Wincer House Cake ndio mambo yote. Hadi wakati mwingine, adios.
Adios.